right there.
Yeah.
Ready for the corn snake.
Okay. I've got a little hole in the side for you. You want ventilation for the rest of it?
You got the picture of it all set up. Did the heating go on all right? Check the temperature.
I said to him, so you got the tank.
Yeah.
Treated and he's up. Stick the mat into the bottom of the tank.
Usually on the bottom, underneath the tank.
I told you last night.
It won't need to be in the tank, otherwise he can get underneath it. And he can move the probe off of it as well. So I always have it, so it's between...
It said one said under the tank.
Show us a picture.
And then... Yeah. Well, one said under the tank. So what I've done is, one said under the tank. One said lay the mat and take it down, and then put your that stuff. Only a centimetre.
Yeah, I personally have it so it's under the tank.
And then there's the probe on the mat.
Yeah.
But you can't put nothing on the mat. So there's his hot house, there's his cold house, and his water.
Yeah. What's that sticking there? Is that the probe? Is it?
Yeah, that's the probe on the mat.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, as long as it's sitting there touching the
Or
mat.
do you think it'll be better if I put the mat under in?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If it goes underneath it, that'd be better, really.
The tank's six.
Because otherwise, again, what it is the snakes can bury. So he might have gone under. He might go underneath the mat in some cases as well. And again, he can sometimes knock the probe off of the mat as well. That's the other problem with them. So as long as it's reaching the right heat, yes, taking the day. But what I'd say is move that quickly before you put him in, and just dust it back over the top. But just put that so it's underneath the tank rather than in the tank, because obviously, yeah, if he does that, then he's gonna knock into it.
Loaches we got from that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're like golden weather loach. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the more we
The
got
more from yesterday. Yeah.
That's the other
The other, yeah,
weather.
that's a normal weather loach.
Yeah. They got massive.
It looked like they're bottoms and poundage.
They've got. He's settling in alright.
Yeah.
I took a picture of the big one. There. See that? That's what I got from you, and that is our.
This is on my friend's list. I'm going to
It's a calico.
It's a grey colour.
Yeah. They're
That's
just normal
massive,
fantails
yeah.
still. Yeah.
And that's the one we got from the front there.
Okay.
Only
Yeah.
such a little thing.
Yeah. They don't take long. They can put on some quite nice size in that.
But yeah.
But yeah. Yeah. Just do that before he goes
So
in.
take the mat out and pull it
Take
under.
the mat out and put it under the actual thing, rather than it being in there, because otherwise it's just going to end up obviously going underneath it, and as I say, it'll knock the probe and that off, and he'll end up cooking himself by accident, basically. The probe will have to go with the mat, basically, so put it so it's underneath the viv still.
As well.
That way it's going to reach the right temperature still at the end of the day, and it ain't going to get mucked around. What I'd say as a little tip as well, if you've got any little plastic zip ties or anything like that at home, just so that way whenever you do like clean-ups and that, if you take the thing off of there, so you don't knock the thing off coals, put them so they're zip tied onto it, so the probe is always sitting on top of it, nice and securely. Right, but just do them so they've got a little bit of give in case you need to take it off for
So does
anything
that mean
like
the
that for any
tank's not going to
reason.
be sitting? It's not going to be sitting properly, is it? 'Cause you
It'll,
have the probe
they'll
under.
always be sitting a little bit adjust. Either that or put something on the other end of it, perhaps just to make it a bit level if you want.
Oh yeah, 'cause it said
yeah.
if you put the mat outside, you can need a 5mm gap.
Yeah, so just put something
Right,
left side.
okay.
You do get Vivs that we get sometimes as well, the wooden ones, where they've got a little glass slider, so you can put the heat mat in them basically.
Yeah.
So it all fits nice and neatly basically, but they don't last too long in them sizes anyway, they go bigger anyway.
Yeah.
The same thing with that really, is eventually within a few months or so he's going to go bigger.
Great.
Yeah, you'll soon see him shoot up.
Well, he's at school, so.
You pass me and I'll grab it.
Yeah, they're
Then take the details down yesterday,
Oh,
so I'll need to take them down.
They're a breeding group. So you're probably looking like.
Can I have the other one with the other key, please? I need one of the narrow ones.
There's a key on the left side.
Oh, is it? Thank you.
Put your hands in there, sis.
Fuck off. What's in that? I can get massive. What's that?
Might touch tried doing it the other day and it didn't want to go. Again.
What?
Yeah, just literally put him in there today, leave him alone for a couple of days to settle in as well. Just so that way he can keep nice and calm, get used to his new environment. And I'll ask her when she's last fed him, and that way you know when to feed.
Yeah.
Did you need the tongs as well? I completely forgot to ask you yesterday if you needed them.
Yeah.
Do you want? Yeah. Don't hand feed them. They've got good sight, but not brilliant. So when they go in that strike, they just lose all sense of where they're going. They've already aimed and they've already gone. So they can miss and then they'll get you. Obviously at that size they're not going to do as much damage, but obviously later on you might think otherwise. You'll be thinking, ow. Guys, still not as bad as a bloody boa. I'm just going to grab a bit of kitchen towel and then I'll be grabbing him out. Same to keep him calm as well. Same with that, obviously, later on. To put into that, basically, so he ain't just in a plastic thing looking like that, thinking, oh Christ, I've got the light on me and everything. You think he's obviously going from A to B, he's going to be a bit scared.
And
Obviously, like with any animal.
they like the night and day effect, don't they? So literally,
They do in a sense, yeah.
when you
With
go up there,
these,
turn the lights out, so you know what I mean.
yeah, exactly, yeah. With these, obviously, they ain't really got like a UVB side.
How do you know
or
he's a
anything
male?
like
Those towels.
they would have been basically pre-sexed before they'd come in, basically. Who's in here particularly? Nope. The only thing is, well, make sure you're not quite dark. Let you come out on your own case.
It's tiny, isn't it?
Sniffing me around. Good thing I ain't touched any pinkies today. Hence why I haven't grabbed the food yet, because if you smell of their food, they're going to think your food, obviously.
Best way to keep it.
Yeah. Rule number one.
Wash your hands.
No, stay as quiet as possible. There we go. So let them basically do what they want to do. They're quite intrigued anyway. That's just my nerve. Where he's gone right between your fingers there. It's hello. You can smell everything, can't you? You're probably loving every single smell at the moment. But you've got to go in now because of the fact that I've put that bug in there. Silly sausage. Go.
Send her a message. Do you want to fuck in the dark room?
For a simple snake, I've always liked them because they've got a bit of a character to them still. And it mainly resembles me in a sense, I suppose, anyway, especially when it comes to food. Quite good. So if I put that sticker on now. Well, you know what the loaf is as well. Some people know it, some people don't.
Corn anery.
Right, that can go in that corner now, and I've taken that so it's all locked up. Yibbity up. Right. Pop that over there. Like that. That's all sorted. Anyway,
So what's his age roughly?
I'll ask Georgia for it because she's got the book round it. So you find out. How old is it?
How old is it? It would probably be CD last year's baby. Does it actually say that?
It's got a 2021 sticker, so yeah.
I stuck them on there because when they come in, I just keep it, obviously for my login. But yeah, last
It's
year's
not even
baby.
here yet, really.
That down. They still need the details taken down.
Okay,
Don't go
that's
anywhere,
fine.
obviously, it's just a login for the animal,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
just need name, address, and a phone number, and that's it.
Yeah.
Write that down.
And then
honestly.
pinkies.
And tongs.
Did Ellie come in?
When he last had his dinner.
Did you want a long,
He would have had it
Um,
last week.
longish?
But
well, yeah,
time,
I suppose
I'll
about
see
snakes
what
that.
that.
are like Janet, so
Go
they
have a look.
release whenever. So
Grab that.
Was it roughly twice a week, say?
Do you want the
if you,
3
if
foot
you
once
pound?
a
can
week?
do, we do
Oh,
it
yeah, I
once
think
a week in the shop. But obviously, if he is hungry, then don't hesitate. You can feed them, and yeah, all the snakes are organic, so they will just eat.
Do they eat anything other than mice? Do
That's
a boring
snake,
diet.
yeah.
They don't eat like any vegetables.
I was thinking of doing that Sunday roast.
Yeah, sit at the table with it.
What do you want? A phone number as well?
Yes, please.
There we go, enough to medium rare.
Yeah.
Pinkies, they won't be here, they're meant to be here today. So, and fuzz, 2 medium.
Okay.
Yeah. So, obviously it'll be alright for now, but
Yeah.
obviously next couple of days, so just pop in and see if it's there's the things there.
Right, what's he got? What? For the pinkies?
They're not in yet. Waiting for delivery.
Oh.
We did 2 lots of delivery, just purposely to see if we could get hold of them the second time around. Hopefully. Just the corn and then
You got one for the
tongs.
tongs.
What's the tongue?
Two
Yeah.
of the food in front of him.
Yeah, I know what they are. I ain't got money for the tongues. No, I don't want the tongues. I've got tongues and balls.
You don't want them.
Don't want them,
No,
no.
no, no. I've got them finger things and balls. I can just use.
Thingy things. Right, fine.
Oh, so they ain't got no food at all.
Cheers.
Yeah, right, thank you. So when them pink's going to be in tomorrow-ish?
They should, hopefully they'll be in this afternoon. So if you want to give a ring, or I can take your number and give you a call. Well, I've
Yeah,
got
we'll,
them
yeah,
anyway,
we'll
so-
ring. We'll ring.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
All right. No worries. Thank you.
Oh, it's brilliant, yeah. Okay, there we have it. Longer than I thought to get hold of, but yeah. Just clean this car. Okay, we're going to take him home now. And when Christian gets in from school, we'll give him to him and he can go in his house. Okay, see you soon.